Do you know? 8612 is going to be your number when it comes to numerology, when it comes to this week, which means that this particular problem that has been bothering you for the last 9 months is about to come to an end. Why? Because for the first time ever since, you are finally, hallelujah, going to have the solution for this particular problem. And this, solution is going to happen in such an unexpected way. Oh my God, there is like this unexpected situation you are going to have, and there you go. There is a big answer to your question then and there. What exactly do you need to do in order to bring this problem to an end? And this in itself, it's going to be like kind of instantly obvious that this problem is going to be resolved immediately. And it's all to do with that unexpected situation, which is indeed going to take place, the moment in time you literally are not expecting this, to happen or to take place whatsoever. So this in itself is going to be really important when it comes to this week, because after that moment in time, a new door is about to open. And having said that, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the beginning of this week, listen, you're really going to need to accept this particular fact when it comes to one person, like one not really nice person around you in your life. You really are going to need to accept the fact that this particular person is never going to change. There is something that this particular person in your life is going to do, and you are really kind of going to have absolutely enough. And when I say that you are really going to have absolutely enough, it's only because based on what this person is going to do, you will know that, oh my God, or based on what this person has done, you will know, oh my God, you will be thinking like, oh my God, not again. But it's not only about that, it's about this fact, it's about this realization where you're gonna have this moment, of clarity, and you will know that this particular person is not going to change whatsoever. It's somebody who is not really nice, somebody who is really strange, somebody who is like kind of rather aggressive, rather anxious most of the time. And this in itself, it's actually going to a little bit break your heart, to be quite honest with you, because I do think that you have been trying quite a lot. You have been trying over and over and over again, which obviously tells me that you are in one way or another like rather connected to this person. When I say in one way or another, so this is either somebody close to you, or it's either a certain family member, or it's either one of your friends. It's telling me that you have been kind of trying to make things work, when it comes to this particular person. And now, based on what this person is actually going to do at around the beginning of this week, you are going to have a big answer to your question. And you will know instantly that this person is not going to change whatsoever. And this is the fact that you are gonna really need to accept, and you are going to accept that fact. But as I said, it's not only about accepting this fact, it's also about you understanding clearly that it's time for you to walk away. It is time for you to move on. It is time for you to walk away, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It is time for you to move on. And this is this particular fact that you are going to need to kind of accept. And this is why I say that, this in itself is going to break your heart a little bit. But when you try over and over and over again, and things just are not working whatsoever, then, you know, this in itself, it's actually going to turn out to be rather beneficial for you and for your life in general. So you're gonna decide to accept the fact that this particular person is never going to change whatsoever. And it's also somebody who is like really somebody who is like really controlling as well. This is a really tough person, and somebody who is like seeing things only from their own angle, and this person is like really kind of tough and really controlling, and you know, and this person has been making your life kind of rather difficult for a while now. So of course that very smart, you know, solution to this particular problem right now when it comes to that person is going to be to move on and to walk away. You're not only going to, you know, protect your energy, you're not only going to set the boundaries, really healthy boundaries, but you're also going to protect your financial situation, and your life is not going to be so difficult anymore. Okay, your life is not going to be so difficult anymore, and this is because, you know, you are indeed my gorgeous Sagittarini. This is because, you know, this is going to change your life in a really good way, in a really positive way, in a rather beneficial way. So it is the beginning of like a really positive transformation, to be quite honest with you. But I know it doesn't seem so, or it doesn't feel like, you know, to start with. But, you know, it is the beginning of a really positive transformation when it comes to your life. As I said, you are most certainly going to set the boundaries, and you're going to protect yourself, and you're going to protect your energy by moving on, by, you know, moving forward with your life. This is rather important. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what else I was going to say when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know, there is a very, very unusual person you're going to come across. At around the beginning of this week, there is a very, very unusual person you're actually going to come across. And this unusual person, it's really kind of going to play such an important role. An unusual person, an unusual looking person. That's how you're gonna feel. And when you see this person at around the beginning of this week, or when you come across this person at around the beginning of this week, somebody really unusual looking, that's how you're gonna feel. Maybe somebody who just has their own style, like an unusual style. Maybe it's to do with what they wear, for example, or maybe in general, this person is going to seem like unusual looking, maybe unusual features. But this is how you're going to feel. This is how you're going to see that person, because I know that when you come across this person, this is exactly how you're going to feel, and what are you going to think? Oh my God, this person is so weird. This person is so unusual. But let me tell you, it's not about that person being weird. It's not about that person being unusual. It's more about what exactly is going to be triggered within you. This person is going to play an important role when it comes to you. Somehow, through this person, you are going to open your eyes, and you are going to instantly realize, you know, what exactly do you need to like kind of commit yourself to. What immediately should you actually commit yourself to? What immediately you should give your full attention to in order to start a very, very a special journey. Okay? And this journey that you are going to start, I need you to understand, it's just like, oh my God, there is so much more to it. There is so much more to it. Only within the next couple of months, you are going to realize that this is, my God, it's like full of possibilities that you didn't know in the first place, that you didn't realize in the first place, because you were focusing on something really specific. Starting your journey, you know, being inspired by this unusual looking person, but you are going to be focusing on something really specific. But only within the next couple of months, oh my God, you are going to realize that there is so much more to it, so many more possibilities, which are going to reflect positively on every single aspect of your life. you know. So this is going to be brilliant for your spirituality. This is going to be brilliant, you know, for your you know, this is going to be brilliant for every single aspect of your life, really, but a lot, you know, for your spirituality, for your spiritual well-being, for mental well-being, you know, for your, you know, it's going to be really beneficial for your life in general. So definitely, wow, you have got something really, really interesting here to look forward to. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you really are going to have such a positive news. You are going to have a really, really positive news. And this positive news, it's going to open your mind, because this positive news is so beautifully going to open your mind, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because, you know, you will realize that one of your goals that just up until yesterday you thought it was unrealistic, and you almost kind of moved on from it, you almost ended it, you've almost finished it, you've almost like walked away from it because you didn't think it will work out for you. You didn't think it's gonna be beneficial for you, you know. And now this is really going to really beautifully surprise you. This really positive news you're going to have. And that's why I'm saying that this positive news is going to open your mind so much when it comes to one of your goals. And now this, you will know that this goal is like, oh my God, realistic. And you thought up until yesterday that this is something that's completely unrealistic. So this is really so beautifully going to awake you, rejuvenate you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And also, you know, you are going to, at the same time, when it comes to that goal, you're going to take this now very, very seriously. Just remember, this positive news, it's going to open your mind so much, because you are going to realize that one of your goals, one particular goal, you know, is like so realistic. Now, this is really going to confirm this to you. You're going to feel really happy. You're going to feel really, really excited. But also at the same time, you slowly but surely drifting towards that particular goal also means that your life after this moment in time is going to become more calm, you know, more calm. You're going to feel so kind of, you're going to feel like so much less stress, for example, so much less like anxiety, for example. So on one hand, you're going to feel so excited that you can carry on with that particular goal. It's something that means to you so much. This is really going to pleasantly surprise you. But at the same time, you need to understand that your life is going to become so much calmer after this moment in time. So I suppose really at the back of your mind, you know, when it comes to your subconscious mind, this has been kind of making you become, this has kind of making you restless. So just remember, it's to do with a certain goal, something that meant to you so much, you know, for a while, for a very long time, but you thought that maybe because certain things didn't work out when it comes to that particular goal, you know, that this became unrealistic. But this has been making you more unhappy than you would like to admit to yourself, or this has been making you more unhappy than you've actually realized. So only now, when you have this positive news, you're going to be, oh my God, you're going to be taken back in such a beautiful way. And now you will know exactly what do you need to do, because there is some kind of realization you're instantly going to have when it comes to that goal. And as I said, on one hand, you will know what to do now as a next step, for example, because now you're going to be able to take this very, very seriously. But I do absolutely love the fact that it's this sacred combination of, oh my God, feeling really excited, but at the same time, feeling really calm as well. You know, these energies in itself are guiding you right now. They're being your guiding light, you know. And this is why things are going to feel, on one hand, so exciting, but then on another hand, so serene. absolutely beautiful. You are going to benefit from this emotional balance, you know, you haven't felt for a while now. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you were emotionally imbalanced or anything like that, but this is exactly what I see, and this is exactly what I need to say. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the midweek, you know what's going to happen? You are going to notice one particular bird a few times. At around the midweek, you are going to notice one particular bird few different times. And it really depends how exactly this is going to happen. You know, so you're going to come across one particular bird a few different times at around the midweek. And, you know, it's to do with a certain breed, I suppose. You know, maybe it's going to be like a magpie, maybe it's going to be like a crow or something like that. This is going to be brought to your attention. And each time when you notice this bird is going to be doing something unusual or some kind of unusual situation. It's going to be around that bird, or that bird is going to be doing something unusual, or something unusual is going to be around that bird in one way or another. So in few different times you are going to notice this bird. And you know what, to be quite honest with you, this is going to make you think about that particular breed of a bird, that particular, you know, breed of a bird basically. So it's going to make you think about crows if you see crows. It's going to make you think about magpies if you see magpies, for example. Do you know what I mean? But why am I saying this? It's because you are going to have, this is going to be a sign, this is going to be a very, very special omen for you. This omen is there to prepare you and to make you aware of the fact that this is going to be a sign that somebody is about to return into your life. Somebody is about to return into your life, and this doesn't have to be necessarily Mr. Lover. Do you know what I mean? So somebody is about to return into your life, and somebody obviously from your past, you know, maybe it is going to be Mr. Lover, but it's like basically like somebody who you haven't seen in a very long time, and somebody whom you have been very, very like connected to so much in your past. Like a lot, somebody who understands you and you understand that person as well. That particular person has got a very, very special place in your heart. Once that particular person returns into your life, when it comes to the midweek, that particular person is going to suggest to you something very, very interesting. That particular person is going to suggest to you something very, very interesting, like some kind of a financial opportunity. Some kind of very, very kind of interesting financial opportunity, but it's not so much about money, it's not so much about finances, but it's more about you feeling so kind of proud of yourself that you're able to do this, that you've had this offered to you, that you've had this suggested to you. And I really strongly suggest you to do this, to take this very seriously, like immediately, okay? Because this in itself, it's going to play a really important role when it comes to you reconnecting with yourself. You're going to realize through this opportunity, it's not about money, it's not about finances, but it's more about you realizing what has been missing in your life. What has been missing in your life. And this in itself really helps us to transcend in the right way, in such a way where we are doing what we feel drawn to do. And again, there is a reason when we feel drawn to do something. It's part of our destiny, it's part of who we are, it's a lot to do with our own spirituality, and we find ourselves on the right path. And the best things in life happens when they're unplanned, when they're unexpected. And this, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's most certainly going to be one of them. Trust me that you're going to learn so much about yourself every step of the way within the next few months. You're going to learn so much about yourself, seriously, and you are going to be pleasantly surprised. That's all I can say. By the time you get to the last part of this week, oh, this is going to be really good. There are going to be two rewards you are going to have. The reward number one, I don't know, it's like really to do with something kind of official, something something important, you know. It's to do with this, I suppose, news that you are going to have, something kind of really important, something really official. Maybe it's to do with like a certain document or something like that. I think it's to do with this, some kind of a document, something really important that you're gonna feel so excited about. Something is kind of gonna work in your favor, something that you were worrying about, but it's to do with certain document or something that you've expected, something that you were waiting for, but things could have gone like either way, one way or another way. Things could have ended up being positive or a negative, you know. So it was to do with some kind of anticipation. I can clearly feel here something that you have been waiting for. So whatever this is, it's going to most certainly and most importantly work in your favor big time. Okay, and you know, this is the reward number one. And the reward number two you are going to have, it's like you will realize that you made, you know, you will realize, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that you know you've made such a wise choice. A couple of months ago you made a really wise choice. You made a really wise choice couple of months ago, and there was nothing, you know, maybe it's to do with like you making a smart choice, you making a wise choice, but 2 months ago you were absolutely uncertain of what exactly, not what exactly you were doing, but you were uncertain of the actual outcome. So that's a big answer. It is a big clarity, and it's something that you decided to do 2 months ago. There is a certain step you've already made, and I can clearly see that there were some people in your life were not agreeing with this whatsoever, and this made the whole situation very difficult. And over the last couple of months you were questioning yourself, really questioning yourself whether you did the right thing or not. So here is your answer, and this is gonna be absolutely brilliant. This is gonna mean to you so much. This is really going to mean to you so much, and also in terms of your confidence. Oh my God, you're going to become so confident after this moment in time. And when I say that you're going to become so confident and energetic as well, a couple of days later, after that moment in time, you really are, you know, going to realize that you are going to, it's time for you to take care of yourself and to take care of your life on a different level. You will realize what's missing in your life, or what has been missing in your life. And that's gonna happen in such a way where you're gonna be doing something. Again, it's gonna happen like this. It's gonna be so random, and suddenly it's just gonna come to your mind. It's just gonna come to your mind. You're just gonna remember something that you used to do absolutely ages ago. But it's to do with spirituality. It's to do with your spirituality. It's to do with your own uniqueness. It's to do with your own essence, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And it's also to do with something that you were enjoying so much, like a very long time ago. And at times you thought that you grew out of it. At times you thought that you've changed, you know. But no, I think that you were going through lots of stress. You were dealing with certain things. You felt frustrated at times because certain things just did not have enough progress in your life whatsoever, and this did drain your energy a little bit from things that you should have been focusing on, like your own spirituality. And this is why certain things have been neglected, you know. But that's normal, that's natural. I'm not having a go at you, I'm just saying that that's absolutely normal and that's absolutely natural, my gorgeous Sagittarini. But the bottom line is that now it's just going to be like a really random moment where you're suddenly going to remember, suddenly you're going to be reminded, you know, of this, like, you know, something that you used to do like on daily basis or on weekly basis or on regular basis, something really spiritual. And now you're going to feel this really strong and immense connection to it. And you are just gonna, whoa, you're gonna make this such an important decision based on that. Like, you not only you will want to start doing this again, but you're also gonna take things on a whole new level, Maybe this is going to lead towards you, like pretty much so, wanting to take things on the next level where you can practice this on daily basis, or doing this on daily basis. Maybe you will want to take this on the next level where you will want to kind of, visit certain spiritual groups, or connect or reconnect with like-minded spirits, like-minded souls, for example. Whatever decision you make, because you're going to make some kind of important decision, this is going to be the right decision. This is going to be the right decision, because on one hand, you're not only making the right decision, but you are going to again protect yourself from people you shouldn't be around. Okay, you will protect yourself at the same time from those people you shouldn't be around, from those people that are draining your beautiful energy. And you will also, on another hand, spend more time with people that are going to be so beneficial for you and so beneficial for your lifestyle. And this is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Whichever decision you make, whether this decision is going to be consisting of you really thinking for real that you're going to start visiting certain spiritual classes, for example, and things like that, where you're going to mingle with certain people. Do you know what I mean? Whether you're really specifically thinking about something like that, or you're just thinking about this aspect of your spirituality, maybe doing it, if you're doing it more often without involving any people for now, this is still going to rub off on you in the best possible way, where you are, number one, going to protect yourself by moving away from people who are not good for you, and going towards people, it's going to happen in one way or another, who are going to be so beneficial for you, and for your life and for your lifestyle as well. This is even going to be rather beneficial for your financial situation. So this is going to be absolutely the right move for you to do. Okay, this is what I need you to understand. So now my go-to Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards. Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they walk away from me? They ran off from me. No, I'm joking. Okay, so now I'm just going to see my go-to Sagittarini. What is going to be your tarot card of the week? Let's just see what's going to be your tarot card, of the week. Well, there you go. I'm going to need to take this off to take this tarot card out. And I really hope that, you see, there you go. I actually remembered putting this back. Hallelujah. There you go, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Look at this. So, at any moment, at any point in time, listen to me very carefully. This is a really nice advice for you. At any moment in time, or if at any point in time, or if at any moment in time, you are thinking about starting something, thinking about doing something that you really want to do, you really want to start. If at any moment in time you are feeling negative about it, or you're feeling pessimistic about it, or something puts you off because you think it's a hard work, just ignore it. This is a really powerful sign that this is something you should do. This is exactly what you should do. I really hope that you are going to keep this in your mind, because you are at the beginning of something very special here. You are at the beginning of something really important here. So if at any moment in time you're thinking about starting something, but you're thinking like this is going to be such a hard work, don't allow this to overpower you. Just remember that this is a really positive sign that you are going towards the right direction. Okay? So please, please, please do remember this. Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug Collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions, and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all three. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you.